Hey guys, welcome to today's technical analysis, where we're going to break down the markets and show you the insights we have, my own insights here at Financial Hub, how I analyze the markets and how I break it down. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at. But before I get into that, I still have to say we still have our Easter sale going on. So we have 15% off all our products, that being the book and all our courses. We have 15% off, so make sure you come for them. Get a copy of your book and also get one of our courses. Some are online and some are physical, depending on which one suits you best. So that's all that I have for today. I'm going to look at a few pairs that I always look at as usual. Then I'll just do a rough analysis of the pairs that I don't look at, but most of you normally suggest that I should look at them using my own analysis and how I look at the market. So I'll do that. Fundamentally, this week I don't have anything much happening. We'll go through trading economics or forex factory, look at a few things, but I looked at it during the start of the week. I don't have much happening. Okay, so apart from that, I'm looking at Dow Jones, looking at a bit of a rise. Gold has been dropping quite back below resistance level. So that's all I'm going to share for you guys today. I'll look at it on the charts and I hope you enjoy. So let's get into it. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to today's Zoom session. So I see a good number of people have joined, so welcome. I don't think we've not done some Zoom. I think the last we did Zoom was, I don't know if Ken did it early on in the week, but anyway, here we are. And no, we didn't do it last week. It was Easter. Okay, so we didn't have since last week, Wednesday, I believe, or Monday. We've been having the Easter break for some time, so we didn't do on Friday and Monday, but here we are. So I'll do for you an analysis, break down the markets, show you what I'm looking at. Look at fundamentals quite a bit, just what I have. We're looking at what I'm expecting, and then we'll go straight into the chart analysis, because I'm more of a technical analyst rather than a fundamental analyst. Okay, but you still need to put fundamentals in perspective and know what is going to happen during that week, during that month, or the year. Okay, so I hope everyone is well. If you have any questions, as usual, please ask in the chat room, and towards the end of the Zoom session, I'm going to answer them. Okay, so allow me to share my screen, and I hope everyone is well and had a good Easter. So there we go. I hope you can all see my screen. So this is Forex Factory. What am I looking at here? I'm just looking at what news am I expecting this week. You can see Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing much. Thursday as well, nothing much apart from the Fed Powell speaking and the Governor of England, Bailey, speaking on tomorrow in the evening. Then Friday, as we end the week, is just Bailey speaking. So nothing much this week happening. Okay, so that's all I have fundamentally. Don't have anything much on that one. Okay, but before also start our course, this is just a sneak peek, not our course, our analysis. This is just a sneak peek of what is entailed also in our courses. So it's just the starting. This is something new we're working on, so you can come get your classes with us and you can get access to this. We have a lot entailed in that. Okay, so now down to the analysis. What am I looking at? I'll start with gold. I believe many people trade the gold market. Okay, so what I'm looking at, one sec, this on the daily chart, on the hourly. So what am I looking at on the daily chart? As you can see on my screen, okay, I'm always paying attention to a lot of resistance and support levels. So first things first, I'm looking at the resistance levels on the daily chart. I'm looking at the resistance as well as the direction of the trend. So you can see we have the resistance level 2075, which has been capped not once but twice. You can see that first touch here. Let me go full screen. You can see this first touch here, and now we've gotten a second touch here. Very good rejection of that level. You can see how market came back down with a lot of momentum after that level was hit. Okay, and the next resistance or support level that it's now resistance turn support turn resistance again is the 1950 resistance level. You can see this line over here, a very good resistance, first touch, second touch. Market tried to reject over here. We got that strong breakout. Market came and broke back below it, tried to break back above, broke back below it, broke back above, and now market is sort of trading back below it. Okay, so if you're not able to understand what is happening on the daily chart, because many people normally look at the daily chart, market has already closed, they're expecting it to move higher. But if you go down to the 4 hour, there's a very good pattern that was forming on the 4 hour in the form of a flag formation that capped market at this high level, which was confirmed after this daily chart closed. Okay, as a shooting star. This was back on Monday, okay? We formed as a shooting star on Monday. Tuesday we got this follow through and market is now trading below the 1950, okay? If you go to the 4-hour chart, you can see it quite clearly. There you go. So we had sort of this resistance level, still sort of, this is more adjusted on the 4-hour chart. So this is more of the 1962.5 level is the level that was watching. You can see market broke that level. Market short all the way above, touched the higher boundary of the flag formation, and now market has closed back below. And also now we got a break of this trend line over here, okay? So you can see this level here, market has broken it and also broken and closed below the resistance level 1960. So what do I want to watch this level? As long as we remain below the resistance level here, because market can easily come back down, retest that level, then continue. I'm waiting for this market to stay short at least until the 1900 level, okay? That's my target to the downside. If market can fall, I'm looking for a 400 pip move to the downside from the level it is at the moment, okay? So that's what I'm watching on gold. Nothing much on that one, just basically looking at the patterns that are forming. You can see previously we had a successful flag formation, which is, I don't need it at the moment, but now this is what I'm paying a lot of attention to. So it's very important. I remember actually during the start of I think it was last week or the week before, I had a previous flag, okay? Previous consolidation level around here. It looked like this. So I was looking at more or less this short going further down, okay? But immediately market came and broke above this level, as you can see around that point, okay? Market broke above and short up. So immediately at that point you want to be out of your short formation, okay? But market came higher, confirmed this better flag formation, okay, which is a very good corrective pattern, okay? The daily chart confirmed it as a shooting star close, and now you can see how market is falling further down. So that's what I'm watching on gold, okay? The next pair that I look at, which is my favorite analysis for the week, okay, is Dow Jones. So Dow Jones had a and we've been covering this, I think, for the past 2 weeks or so. I have 2 corrective flag formations that I'm watching, okay? There's this larger one, which I've been talking about, market shooting up after forming this double bottom down here, okay? You can see this formation over here, market formed a double bottom and rallied, closing above these resistance levels, okay? So I'm always paying attention to how is market closing above the resistance levels. If you see market closing with this strong momentum that market did, then you want to be very bullish, okay? When market closed with a lot of momentum to the downside, then you want to be very bearish on that one. But now that we're a bullish, market sort of got that break, sort of came back, sort of had a retest, better seen on the 4-hour. I'll go down to that. But this was more or less a breakout and a retest of the trend line and as well the resistance and support, okay? So that's what I was watching on this one, a very good flag formation. On this bigger flag formation, I'm looking for market at least to go back to the 37,000 level, okay, the previous high that market had attained before we got this major ABC correction, okay? Because in the bigger picture time frame, if you just look at it, this is just a simple ABC correction and market quickly moving back up. So there we go. So just a quick ABC correction, a good drop, which was about 10 to 15% of the previous highs, down to that level, and now expecting market at least to go to the 37,000 level, okay? So if you go down to the 4-hour chart, a better flag formation was also formed, a smaller one, okay? So it was a much better confluence, a very good risk reward trade as well. So what you can see over here, we sort of had a trend line formation that market was forming to the downside, okay? A very good formation. Then market had that breakout and a retest in the form of what? A flag formation, okay? So you can see this breakout, we had a breakout of the trend line, market retested in the form of a flag, a very good A, B, C, D, E flag, okay? Resistance leveled, okay? This was a resistance level and support. So you're seeing this resistance here, okay? Look at that, very good resistance. Market broke out and we got this retest, okay? And also another thing that you're paying attention is this 1, 2, 3, okay? This 1, 2, 3 trend line bounce, okay? So this was a very good confluence at this level. You can see everything was intersecting at this point, okay? So a very good touch and market has been moving higher. A good risk reward of about 1:5, 1:6. I'm targeting, this is a shorter time frame or a shorter term trade, okay? I'm just targeting the 35,750 around there, give or take, okay? So that's what I'm expecting on this one. A very good trade. This is what I've been having for the past 1 week, okay? So I'm still expecting expecting it to move higher, and that's my target on that one. So 2 trades on that one. Let's wait and see how it pans out. I love this trade. This is one of those trades that I never want to miss out, okay, because they're very, very high probable of those confluencing patterns that occurred at this level. So that's what I have on Dow Jones, okay. That's the best play that I have for the week. If you go to Aussie dollar, you know, I'm very, very active on Aussie dollar, but at the moment I don't have anything much. I don't have, let's go to the daily chart. I don't have anything much on it, okay. So bigger picture time frame, what am I looking at? These levels, as I said, daily chart, I'm looking at direction of the trend as well as the levels of support and resistance. So you can see market came and respected the 0.7550 level, okay. Market sort of tried to break above it, a very, very good resistance. If you can see before, it was acting as a very good support previously over here, okay. Then market broke it. Remember, I keep saying we want to pay attention to how market is breaking key levels, okay. So if it breaks with momentum and stays below it, we want to be trading below that level. So you can see how market came, rejected that level, market had that downtrend, okay, came back, retested it yet again, then formed a new low, and now market sort of came back towards it, okay, retested it, sort of gave that false breakout towards the upside, but quickly got that follow through to the downside, sort of looking like that gold pattern we've looked at. Market sort of was shooting up, got that shooting star, okay. Just look at it on the gold market. You can see same thing over here, better seen on the 4-hour chart. Just what we've looked at right now, sort of the same. One sec, here you go, that breakout over here, market sort of breaking resistance level, then quickly falling back in the form of a shooting star. So when you see such formations, you don't want to negate it, okay. It's very, very important information, and what you can see, market has been moving to the downside ever since, okay. So right now, if you go to the 4-hour chart, I'm still paying attention to what is really happening. No trade on this one. You can see market is sort of trying to respect this counter trend line, okay. You can see this first touch, second touch, third touch, successful move to the upside. I'm normally not looking for the 4th touch. I don't like trading the 4th touch, so I don't pay attention to that. But because I have more or less probability that market can break it to the downside, so I don't want to be betting against it, okay, or towards it. I don't want to bet that it's going to create a new high. So that's what I'm watching on this one. I won't say much over here. No much patterns are forming for me. I can't see anything of significant importance on this one, okay. So that's all I have on that one. If you go to USD card, which is the last pair that I trade, I normally just trade 4 pairs. Let's look at the daily chart. Daily chart, what I'm looking at, market is sort of, if you look at the bigger time frame, let's zoom it out and look at the bigger picture, big picture narrative, okay. More or less, market has been in a downtrend. If you look at how market has been progressing all the way from back, this was back in 2020 when we got the highs. Market has been forming that lower lows and lower high formation till this bottom over here, and then sort of market started rallying further up, and sort of we've entered a bigger picture consolidation. Over here, it's sort of like what we normally call an accumulation phase. So our market is just getting buys and stops, I mean buys and sells, sort of like a tug of war fight, okay. So we want to pay attention to what is happening. So you can see I've sort of plotted my support levels. You can see we sort of got a double bottom around this level, then market sort of rallied up, didn't really create a new high, okay, sort of rejected that previous high, market dropped, sort of the same thing happened yet again. You can see we got another double bottom formation over here. So that's what I'm paying attention to right now. Can this level be a good support level to push market now, at least to break the 1.295 resistance level? So that's the big question that I'm watching for. I don't have any bias on it, no deep analysis on it. I'm still paying attention. Remember, I keep saying, when you don't have a clear narrative in the picture, do not force anything. Just give it time. Give it time, analyze it, and with time, you're going to get a good, clear picture, okay? So that's what I'm watching on this one. I'm just watching this level, how market is respecting it. So unlike the other pairs, Dow Jones and gold, where I have a clear picture, over here, market is just dangling around my resistance level. So I just want to pay attention to what will be happening to it later on in this week, and as we start next week. When a clear picture comes, then I'll update you guys and let you know which trade that I'm taking. Apart from that, that's the last pair that I normally look at. As I finish off looking at DXY, DXY has been trending quite beautifully, okay, forming new highs and higher lows, okay. And I remember teaching one of my students this in class. That's why you can see many things marked on the charts, okay. When we're moving down, market was forming a very good pattern of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. When we change direction, now market has been forming that formation of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and sort of where we are right now, market has gone back to pre-COVID high levels, okay. So sort of you're seeing more market is over here above the $100 mark is where we were pre-COVID time. Okay, so we've gone back to the pre-2020 highs, and we want to see how market is going to respect this level moving forward. Okay, but I believe we can get a bit of a correction. Remember, anything that goes up must come down, so it's a rule of thumb. Okay, it's just that we cannot get precisely with good accuracy where the market is going to turn, but what goes up must come down. So that's what I'm watching on this one. 4 hour chart, just looking at that momentum, it's sort of slowing down to the upside. Normally, as market is creating new highs or new lows, you want to see that direction going with a good momentum. And what is happening over here, you're sort of seeing this slowdown in momentum. Market fell, then you're getting this good bullish move to the upside. This should not really fool you, because normally what happens at new highs is that market can easily get what we call exhaustion candles. Okay, where market is sort of giving their last breath and sort of waiting for that correction to come through, because immediately after this bullish momentum, I keep saying this a lot, you normally want to see a follow through. We didn't get a good follow through on this one. Sort of market has been dangling, not getting that good momentum to the upside. So if market tends to fall and moves lower, I'll be looking at least for this market to come and retest this previous resistance and support level. Okay, so that's what I'll be watching on this one. The opposite pair of this one, now if you go to Euro USD, if you look at Euro USD, one sec, I want the different Euro USD FXCM. Here we go. So you can see also this one, if you go to the daily chart, market has been going with that good also trend to the downside, respecting the formation of lower lows and lower highs. Okay, and remember, when you're trading in the direction of the trend, you want to be trading in that direction until the trend changes. Okay, so you can see market has been forming lower lows and lower highs on Euro USD, respecting the formation of dollar index, which has been moving to the upside. Okay, so as much as this trend line was broken, okay, this was previous, it's not really helpful right now, but as much as this was broken, you can see market came back to the downside and continued forming lower lows because market was respecting the direction of the trend. We normally say here in the office, when the market is in a bearish phase, bull factors are often ignored. So people who are looking to buy are normally very quickly taken out, and market continues in that direction of the trend. So you can see that formation, good flag formations along the way. You can see this impulse, correction, and impulse to the downside. So that's what I'm just looking at Euro USD. I normally use these other pairs just to practice and look at the pairs that I'm normally looking at, if my system works well and how I analyze the market, but I don't trade them. It's a discipline you need to cultivate. I don't trade them. Even if I see a good pattern forming, I don't take that trade, because it's part of the discipline you're building in trading. Okay, so that's what I'm watching on this one. And last but not least, maybe if you look at GBP USD, what do we have? Also, GBP USD has been forming good formations to the downside, respecting sort of this channel like formation. So you can see we have this channel like formation. Market has been respecting to the downside, and remember, you want to be trading in that direction until the trend changes. Okay, so I think I'll end it there. I don't want to spend too much time on this ones. Remember, as I said, I don't want to do deep analysis on the pairs that I don't trade. I just have my opinion, which is my opinion. But the pairs that I normally trade, which is Aussie dollar, USD CAD, Dow Jones, and gold, is what I normally have deep analysis and a good insight on them. Okay, because I've done research on them fundamentally as well as technically. You want those two things to be combined. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I'm watching on the pairs. I hope that's, just notice I normally keep it very nice and simple. I don't complicate things. I don't use much indicators. There's one indicator I normally use, but I won't really name it here. I teach it in the course, in our forex courses. But apart from that, I'm mainly just looking at market price action and the market structure. That's normally all I'm looking for, and it takes years of experience. Okay, normally we normally say for you to be able to simplify the markets just as I did, it takes years. Normally when you're starting out, I'm sure most of you also have a lot of things thrown on your chart. Okay, but with time you need to simplify that and take it much lower. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I don't have anything much apart from that. As I kept saying, and I keep saying, we have our sales still going on. So if you want to take any of our packages, we have a 15% sale going on all our courses. Okay, and all our products. So I see that's pretty much it. So allow me to end it there. Let me not waste too much time. Thanks for the analysis, sir. You're welcome. Fabian, Kimani, Gerald asking, is there internship program? We wish there was internship program, but currently we don't have. The office is quite full and everyone is already settled. But in future, just stay updated. Of course, we'll have our future internship programs coming, and I'm sure if you come, you're going to have much fun here in the office. Daniel asking, which is the best place to get fundamentals. The best place to get what we normally recommend, you can check out Trading Economics and Forex Factory. So we use those two to also check. But apart from that, so make sure you can come to our website. You can get very good fundamentals, okay? But the ones, let's say, like you're preparing for the week ahead with the news, you can go to those pages that I've said, okay? But normally after the news has come out and maybe you don't understand what is happening in the news, you can come to our website. You can come to a technical analysis. We have data over here, okay? Just giving you an insight of what is happening. Like one of us was able to break down, you can see, for example, here, the gold market. This was done by Kiniti. So Kiniti is part of us here, the team. You can see did a good analysis on this one. So if you go through our website, you can get all that information. Not only on, we do many pairs. You can see there's GJ, okay, gold, oil, and many others, okay. And here on the left, you can get good information also. You can see here we just got, there's one that has been posted today about the oil, okay, Brent oil. So come to our website, go to financialhubfx.com, and you can get all this information. A lot of information that we post here that can really help you, okay. So I hope that has helped. But during the start of the week, if you just want to project and see what is happening, you can use tradingeconomics.com or forexfactory.com. So yeah, guys, that's it for this week. That's my analysis, and I keep saying this, and I always say this is not trading advice. This is just my own bias, my own opinions of what I'm looking at in the market. So don't take a trade saying Caleb told me to buy and sell here. I'm not advocating for that. I'm just teaching you how I normally teach, how I normally analyze the market. So you can come for our courses, take our packages. They're 15% off, as I said earlier on. And on top of it, as a bonus, you should also open a trading account with Paperstone, who we've partnered with. They're regulated here in Kenya by CMA. So they're very good people you can go to, trusted brokers, and they're also non-dealing brokers, which is very important. If you're looking for brokers and you understand non-dealing, it's very important to look for such traders who are situated here in Kenya, and you can visit their offices in Westlands, okay? So you want such transparent brokers, and they also offer very good spreads. So make sure to open an account. The links are in the description below. Click on it and you'll get your access to your account soon, and you can start trading. So apart from that, I hope I'll see you guys soon. We have a talk we're going to do this coming Friday at Strathmore, where we're going to share our trading journey and how you can treat trading as a career, not as a hobby. So we'll be seeing you guys there soon. I'm very eager to see you guys. Let's have good banter, ask your questions. I'm also looking forward to learn from you people and what people are doing in school, because if you know, we are school dropouts, so we didn't do much on that side, but we are here to share and grow with each other. So that's all that I have for the week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time, and may the peeps be with you. Have a good week.